think we should be live now. There we are. So I'm gonna have this thing open here too, so that we can see the comments as they come in. And this thing should be out for the public. Yep, we're starting to get a few people in. What's up, Willinara?
Hello, everybody.
Guess who has returned? Steve is back with us today again. Say hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Hi, everybody. We're ready to look at some wicked art once again.
Hell yeah. So, here's how it's gonna go, guys. So we're gonna wait just a couple minutes for people to start jumping on. I'm sure that the few people that submitted their artwork are going to most definitely be here to see their review. Just remember, folks, this is not a hybrid stream, so please no hybrid questions. We're gonna save that for possibly tomorrow. We're probably gonna have Jack again with us, and we're gonna be looking at more hybrids tomorrow. But today, Steve, we're gonna be looking at Titania's Behemoth.
Yeah, hell yeah. One of the he's featured. You get to see him. He's around, but one of the Titans that does not get nearly enough airtime.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
we're gonna fix that today.
Yes, we're gonna fix that today. I hope we see Behemoth in the next Legacy of Monsters season 2. You know, we're gonna see Rodan, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely gonna see Rodan in the MonsterVerse again, thanks to Monarch, and as well on the channel for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, Steve, we're gonna go ahead and get rolling, but we have a comment, so just remember, guys, any donations that we get today are going to be funding the next 3D model for the winner of the Prelude Hybrid War, which is members only right now, and that Hybrid War will bring forth the villain for the official Hybrid War. So that's where your donations are going to go towards.
That's awesome.
Willinara says, hi, Steve.
Hi, Willinara.
Yes. See, they've missed you, dude.
I'm so glad to be back.
I know. A407 says, how has everything been going? Things have been really busy for me and Steve, definitely, because, lots going on.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Steve, we have our first submission. These are going by order, right? So, Sir Compy gave us his Evolved Behemoth, right? And first thoughts, Steve.
First thoughts is I love the obvious growth going on here, and that's something that we saw a little bit of with Behemoth in the MonsterVerse, but with the plant growth kind of on him, giving him that aged look, and
yeah,
definitely you see the size difference there. I like that. It's very easy, visual to see that we've got some serious growth here, and he also looks a little more dangerous. The tusks are bigger. There's more spikes going on. I see claws.
Yeah. So I don't know if for a little bit of context, because I don't think you weren't able to join us in the announcement stream. But here's the thing: in the comic Godzilla Dominion, there's a sequence where Behemoth basically gets his ass whooped, right? So the whole idea of this art contest is to pretend you were Behemoth and you had to go through some sort of evolution, and you want a rematch against Titania's Amulet. So this is where these guys are coming from. So do you think this guy's ready for a rematch?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Titania's Amulet is gonna get all of his bark chewn off by this guy for sure. Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna eat him. Oh, this is really good. Let's see, what else do we have here? Increasingly weak after skirmish. Tusks appear to greatly curl back, signifying age. So he's basically older, more mature, more wise. I'm guessing thicker skin, like rocks, calloused parts, and his back, which has sprouted a mini ecosystem to that of a three-toed sloth. Oh, similar to a three-toed sloth. Okay, so I mean, this is really good. I like how they emphasized already that he was one with nature, and now he has a whole freaking forest growing on his back. He's ready for a rematch.
He's taking a whole world with him into battle.
Yes, sir. This is really good. So hey, Sir Compy, excellent work there. We really like your concept, and I like that. I liked it.
Off to a good start.
Yeah, we're off to a really good start here. This is good stuff, man. All right, so we got some comments, Steve. So we're not gonna try to.
Yeah.
We don't want to skip any, right?
They come so fast, guys. They come so fast.
Yes. All right, we're gonna try to read every single one of them. Frostfang. Do you think the largest version of Devil Joe is Monster Hunter could pose something more of a threat to the Art Giga? Yeah, I think so. Devil Joe doesn't have to be as big as the Art Giga to be a threat. I think that's something good to explore. Maybe the dossier version of Art Giga, because it's not that big, could actually work. So Shyster Meister says, "Did you see Evolved Godzilla vs. Throg by Slick? I have not, so I need to go check it out."
I'm putting that on the list. Okay.
Yeah, we got to put that on our watch next on YouTube. Manny21 says, just to help out with the model. Hey, thank you for that very generous donation there, dude. That's definitely going to help expedite things. Most definitely will. And Will Anara says, the Behemoth is actually my least favorite kaiju. What? But I actually had a lot of fun designing my artwork for this contest. All right, so we're going to see Will Anara's too in a little bit. Let's go to the next one, Steve.
Well, hopefully this gave you a little bit more appreciation for our friend Behemoth. But yeah, let's go to number 2 here.
All right, so FM Bar 10 says, King of the Monsters, his fur is brown, but in Supernova, okay, I guess this takes place in Supernova, right? His fur color is a more neutral gray-brown, and his tusks are covered in tough moss. All right, so I take it, Steve, that this guy made a bigger Behemoth, right? 354 feet, or actually, no, it's about the same size, actually. Just changed the coloration. So I like to think maybe he added maybe some special power on his skin to make him more resistant, maybe?
Well, yeah, maybe that's the more neutral gray-brown, like maybe it indicates it's like tougher, more like stone-like, more like tough rhino skin, maybe.
Yeah, you correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think in the novel, like in the King of the Monsters novel, it says that Behemoth has fireproof skin. They tried to kill him with fire when he escaped his enclosure, but then they couldn't because his skin was flame-proof.
Yeah, because he just laughed at their asses.
Yeah, he ended up killing everybody. All right, so we have the next one. Hey, good job, FM Bar 10. Thank you for submitting, and looking forward to
keep
seeing
submitting
your
stuff.
Next submission. Yes, please keep submitting stuff. All right, so Steve, I don't know if you remember on the art submissions from Rodan. There's this one Rodan that was like a quadruped.
Yeah,
it was this one right here. So this same guy made Evolved Behemoth, and it looks pretty darn cool.
He does very cool, and like the different colorations and stuff, which I'm seeing like a little inspiration maybe from the evolved different forms of Godzilla, his different kind of glows and stuff. I like, and we saw that a lot in the second season of Monarch with Titan X too.
Yeah, we did, with a lot of pink. I actually thought there was going to be some sort of like connection with Godzilla X Kong and Titan X, but I guess there wasn't. It's kind of upsetting.
Yeah, I guess they must have to keep them separate because it's too hard to make them meet in the middle or whatever.
I guess, yeah, So let's see. Apparently, Steve, this Behemoth has ice powers. So
a little Shimo action going on.
Yeah, a little Shimo action going on, and I like that the tusks are more serrated, right? This thing looks like he means business. You know what I find funny? It almost looks like a saw.
What? Yeah?
Like a saw blade?
Yeah, there's like... Now that you say that, you know what it reminds me of is the sort of the attachments that they put on the Olivants, the Mamakill in Lord of the Rings. Not what their actual tusks had, but like the stuff that was strapped onto it to be even more dangerous.
Yeah. It's funny because a saw blade is like the perfect tool to cut through wood, right? And Amulek is basically wood, right?
Oh yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. There's a lot more in this description, but it's pretty long. We have a lot of them we have a lot more submissions to look. But what stands out to me is the ability to make his tusks full of ice, which can send pulses that can act as long-range weapons. So we're looking at a pretty OP behemoth right here, dude.
This is sick. This one is really, really cool. And I do, like, the only thing I kind of wish is maybe I could see a little bit closer up to the face. You know, it'd be nice to see sort of a detail on the face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, but what?
Because I'm curious. It makes me want to see more.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I like this little thing that they did here. This little crest. That's actually kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, like a razorback, kind of like boar or pigs or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be kind of neat if, since this thing is like ice, right? It would kind of like some sort of jagged mountain formation back here. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Now you're making it look like a shark's fin.
Oh yeah. All right. So let's see. We have. All right. So thank you, Metrio Genetics, for your submission. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And speaking of ice, right? Saw blades. This thing looks like it means business. This one was uploaded by Sparks Wyvern.
Okay, yeah, I see it, yeah.
Uh-huh. Alrighty. Let's see. Hey, Steve, am I sharing my screen with you? Like,
yep.
Can you see, like, my... Oh, okay, just making sure that you're looking at the right thing. Alright, so...
Yeah, no, I am. It's just like, it takes a second to come on the screen for me, but I can see all these cool colors that are kind of reminding me of like an avatar creature almost.
Yeah, for real. And I like the mullet.
Yeah.
He said he's no longer bald.
He's got a flowing mane.
Yeah, he gave him a new hairdo and a full truck.
Blows
too.
in the wind in his top down convertible. Yeah.
Pure majesty. Nice. So the description, it says he started consuming more thorny and hallucinogenic plants to boost his defense and grant him the ability to spray a thick mist from his trunk, okay, to sedate attackers without killing them. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like Batman almost. No killing.
And yeah, totally. And very, very trippy too. So like you'd be like messed up just looking at this thing while it's trying to sedate you, attack you, whatever. Also, the tusks you don't want to mess with from any direction.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, oh yeah. Because I'm seeing this here. Like, there's like also tusks. I mean, spikes facing on the sides, I guess. That's really cool, and I really like the blue coloration. That's sick, dude.
I like this one a lot, and I also like the cool like background.
Yeah.
I know that might be a small detail, but I like that. It kind of gives me like a sense of where to find this guy.
Very fitting. It's like Shaman Behemoth, almost. What it reminds me of.
Yeah, totally.
Especially with his plant diet here, because it basically creates some hallucinogen gas from his plant diet. So very shaman on brand with what they do. It's crazy. Nice stuff, dude. All right, so
yeah, that was very cool.
Sparks Wyvern, thank you for submitting. Let's move on to the next. But first,
I do see some messages and one from Sparks Wyvern too. Okay.
Yes. So let's try to catch up. Oh shit, we got a whole bunch. All right, let's catch up, Steve. So
yeah.
A40794 video idea. Peter Jackson King Kong survived Isla Sorna and Isla Nublar and Isla St. Hubert. I'm just go ahead and say, Steve, I'm pretty sure we can both agree that Peter Jackson King Kong will absolutely dominate those three islands.
I have to say, yeah, 1,000%.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm saying it's a fun video idea, but he's gonna win. He's gonna take it all down.
He's probably gonna win. I guess you could say it's like a close call with D-Rex, so I see where he's coming from, and also a full-size Dominus Rex. Like that's still a project that we're working on in the background, actually. So maybe we could probably talk about that like more in depth. Like it does warrant an explanation. So yeah, not a bad idea. Sparks Wyvern.
I'm always happy to talk about Peter Jackson Kong as well too. Yeah.
Yeah. We have definitely not seen the last of them. Sparks Wyvern says Evolved Mothra is next. What do you think about that, Steve? You think we should do Evolved Mothra?
I would love that, as well as my fiance would love that as well, because she actually cosplayed Mothra last year at a convention nearby where we live, and with like articulating wings and everything. It was insane. So yeah, Evolved Mothra, definitely.
Let's do it. All right, we're gonna do Evolved Mothra next. And you should also get her to submit some artwork, dude. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Frostfang. I know this is a high reward S question, but I want to ask how long we think the announcement trailer will be for the High Reward 2 opponent. How long? I don't know, dude. That depends on how we write the script. It might not be long, dude. It's probably gonna be short. Joe YX,
as long as it needs to be, yeah.
Yeah, GojiCenter, Frostfang was referring to Monster Hunter Crown side, aka Gold Crown, as base off. Oh, okay. Sure, that might work. We'll go ahead and put that in the log. That requires more discussion to see if we can actually make this work and if we can like wedge it into the schedule. Because I like that idea. I like that we're bringing up Art Giga too. Let's go ahead and put a tab on that. But thank you for the donation. Scheistermeister, what mammalian kaiju would you like to see made? Mammalian kaiju. What other mammalian kaiju are in the MonsterVerse? You know, there's Kong, right?
What? Yeah. And there's been like, you know, some other ones like the Frostvark, Monarch, even Behemoth is kind of mammalian, yeah.
Let's see. There's also that Spine Prowler from Titan, the Godzilla X Kong the Hunted. It's like a jaguar cougar type Titan. I mean, if you're meaning like an extra mammalian kaiju, I would love to see a bear kaiju. I think that's long overdue.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like a kaiju grizzly. Okay, yeah, I was kind of leaning towards maybe saying like an orca, like a dolphin, maybe might be interesting, like a aquatic mammalian. But I actually think bear goes up higher in line than that. Yeah,
I like your idea just as good. Like a whale, orca, aquatic.
Maybe one that's more amphibious in terms of like its ability. Maybe it could come onto land.
Oh shit, that's pretty cool. So like a seal almost.
Yeah, more like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's a good idea. We should do that sometime in the future.
There you go, Scheistermeister.
Yeah. Let's see. Optimus CJ says Evolved Methuselah next. So I mean, I guess we could look that further down because I mean, I feel like Mothra is more in demand right now. We could definitely look at that next. All right. So Samuel C has this question for you, Steve. Sorry for my tardiness. Hello, Steve. Well, mostly listen working on new painting in the background. Oh, okay.
So they're gonna lurk. But thanks for joining, and thank you for the donation. We'll keep it riveting for you.
Yes. we'll try. Joe YX says also for the Rathalos video, please mention Rathian. Okay. Yes. Okay, we'll try. Put a tab on that. Alright, so franchise fan, with your Destroy as base Godzilla videos, have y'all thought about Kaiser Ghidorah or Cillian video? Because Ghidorah is the younger son and all. Yeah, I think Kaiser Ghidorah should be in the MonsterVerse in my opinion.
Yeah. And we've name dropped the Zillions. Yes.
So I don't see why not. I think we should sometime in the future. Kaiser Ghidorah.
Yeah. I think that's a natural progression that's worthy of exploring when we get to it.
Yes. Sparks Wyvern. I'll post the full body in community. I'll post the full body in the community post. Okay. We will be looking out for it. Killington. What's up, Killington? These showcases are fun and cool to see. Hopefully there's more in the future. Yes, there most definitely will be. All right, so we're going to take a break from this, Steve, and we're going to jump back to the questions. And let's go ahead and look at 5 more arts, all right?
Okay.
All right, so Evolved Behemoth by Scheistermeister. We've been looking at it for a long time now, and this is a very interesting coloration. We have completely ditched the woolly mammoth, and weird. Let's see, reddish fur with 2 distinct markings on the throat and underbelly that resemble a mouth. Okay, since Behemoth is also called Mapinguari in Amazon folklore. Okay.
So
more like lore accurate Behemoth. Interesting. And it made it look more like a Paleoloxodon on the top, so that's interesting.
This is the bottom one. It does. It looks very like dinosaur-esque here, or sorry, not dinosaur-esque, but it looks very like kind of ancient mammalian-esque. And it also, I like the bottom part with the vegetation, talking about it being something, keeping in mind Amulek and its power set and its dangers. It's also a creature controlling vegetation, sort of, of sorts. So I find that very interesting. How does that play out with them fighting each other, vine to vine?
So it kind of it interrupts Amulek's ability to regenerate its body parts because it uses the surrounding vegetation sometimes to make its arms, and then Behemoth comes along and he goes like, you can't do that no more, dude. Not on my watch.
Yeah.
So that's a really interesting idea.
My arm. That's what he says. Is my arm.
Yeah. He said, I'd imagine through a ritual involving an uncontacted Amazon tribe. So some shaman wizardry going on to create this behemoth.
Or is a sort of maybe symbiosis connection to it, ancient lore, Iwi tribe style.
True. My favorite thing about this is obviously the design is really cool, but I like the lore better.
There's a lot of thought that's into it.
Yeah. This is really good. Hey, Schechtermeister, excellent work, dude. You should write a book. Let's move on to the next one. We have Evolved Behemoth by A040794. Okay. This looks like a chunky boy. Let's see, what do we have here?
It's a little bit behind. There we go. Now I can see him. Yeah, okay. And okay, I like this a lot. This kind of reminds me of like cartoons I grew up on, with like really exaggerated exaggerated features for animals.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. We have horn like a rhino. Okay, so there's like a horn on the top. This reminds me of, dude? This reminds me of what the description was for Titanus Mokalin Bembe. Apparently there's like a horn on the top. It had like a really big trunk, had a tail, like mixing a sauropod with a proboscidean.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's totally rad. Horn like a rhino.
Yes. Horn like a rhino. And I like that they added the tail, because I always thought Behemoth would look cooler with a tail. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah. I think so too. Well, I mean, like some sort of tail. Maybe, this is quite a thick, pronounced one. But I don't think it would do well with like a long sauropod tail. But this works, and like some sort of representation of a tail, something that's dangerous that can swing around a little bit would be awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so the description says, let's see, developed a cranial horn on his head and reinforced tusks for redundancy, and his evolved trunk, so he has a longer trunk now, has more versatility in combat and environment interaction. His limbs and tail became more robust. Basically a better fighter, like a better all-around fighter. So Amulek better watch out.
And more able to fight on different levels of terrain too, which is, something that we talk about a lot when it comes to the monster face-off and analyses videos, battle analyses. That you've been paying attention, clearly.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. All right, well, let's move on to the next one. Thank you, A04794, for your submission. Remember, guys, if you guys want to join these art showcases, be sure to hit join below, and you'll be able to join our Evolved Mothra next. So we have another behemoth. This one looks like a tank, dude. Check that out.
See here. See, oh yeah, I see now. This one's almost like an evolved Pokemon design here.
Yeah. All right.
And I dig it, and that is a good thing. This is really cool.
This is really cool. It's almost like he added some rhino into this too.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like it's, again, dangerous from all sides, because it's almost like shoulder pauldrons going on. There's some serious spikes going out there. Clearly there's spikes on the forearms and the tail and the rib ridges, and there's now an energy blast of kinds. I can't quite read the text there, but they're clearly talking about something going on.
Yeah, it says photosynthetic beam devastating to opponents. Days after use can bloom rainforest. So it's dangerous for the
It is a
bad
Pokemon.
guys. Yeah.
It's Vine Beam. He has to
Yeah.
power up for one move first, though, but then it's devastating.
Yeah. So interesting. Okay, I like that. It even invented its own superpower, its own type of kinesis, floral kinesis. Plants can be controlled and expanded. That's really neat. It's really cool. Kind of like the
Yeah,
previous
and again,
one.
good versus Amulek. It's definitely going to be a good skill set. I think that's really cool. Chasing the creator, well done.
Excellent work, my dude. And my favorite thing about this one is that it has some sort of like rib cage on the outside, like the armor. That's what it is. The armor. The armor is the best. I love this thing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Very nice work.
Clear upgrade from base level, from
For sure.
basic B Behemoth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is really good. So you get the award for best armor so far, dude. Alrighty, let's move on to the next row. We're going to move on here. Alright, let's do 2 more and then we'll go to some questions, alright? So
I do see them piling up more. We'll get to it. We'll be there.
We'll get to you guys. Alright, so this one is by FM Bard 10. And dude, what in the world? This is pretty darn awesome.
Another entry from FM Bard. Cool. Oh,
see.
this one's been to Chernobyl. Okay, I'm already so in. Holy cow.
Heck yeah, let's take some time here. Enhanced Jagged Rock for back defense. Okay, so Amulet better not touch that. Armored Head, very nice. Extra Tusks for enhanced melee and range. I mean, they're kind of like tucked underneath here, so I would have probably stuck them out that way. That way, like you can actually like use them. It still looks really cool nonetheless. Maybe they can rearrange them differently or something. It's pretty cool.
Oh, they can maybe flex and move around and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, maybe can do that. Let's see. Jagged Rock for bashing and shoulder defense. Vegetation for limb protection. Okay. And scales for smaller protection near the wrists, ankles, and shoulder blades. So this thing is like clad in armor, top to bottom.
Like living armor, literally.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Wow, really good, really good. My favorite thing about it is this right here.
Yeah, I love just pure amount of detail and thought that's gone into this one. And the vegetation kind of growing off the trunks is really fun. It's kind of done in a different way. It looks like the trunks are tree trunks.
Yeah.
Like, well done.
Nice. This guy understood the assignment. This indeed is an Evolved Behemoth. Very nice. Let's see what this thing says. So he travels to Chernobyl, right? So he gets his ass whooped by Amulet, goes to Chernobyl, amps up his energy.
Solves the Chernobyl disaster. So thank you.
Nice. Solving issues around here. And now becomes the protector of the flora and fauna surrounding him and affected by his radiation. He becomes a better protector, but will fight if needs to be by any invader. Oh, so this guy became the Lorax on Ultra Steroids.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And also connects to the greater, wider franchise lore for Godzilla, because didn't the 98 Zilla movie we don't really talk about start with Matthew Broderick like researching at Chernobyl and then implying that like maybe that's why we've got a giant lizard walking around?
Mm-hmm.
Not the atomic bomb from the World War. No, Chernobyl from the 80s.
Yeah, they kind of just went through. They took a different direction there, and I don't know. Maybe that's what he meant to do here too. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if it's intentional, but I'm calling the connection out because I think that's fun.
Yeah, me as a big history nerd, I appreciate that he added actual locations on Earth, not just like made up anything, which is fine. But very very creative. So this guy, hey, good job, dude. Yeah. Thank you for submitting.
I get a kick out of
artwork.
things that mess with history. That take history as it happened and then change things. Like I love stories like that. So yeah, a lot of fun.
Lots of fun. All right, so Steve, I don't know if it shows up on your screen yet. I already showed up another one by Giganotosaur 926.
Yeah, I see him.
All right, let's see. What do we have here? Behemoth had hibernated and evolved in mysterious rainforest that was mentioned in Godzilla King of Monsters. No, he is. Oh, in the credits. Okay, I remember there was a crazy forest mentioned. Okay, now he is larger in size and has an improved stance and is much more powerful. But since he did not evolve in Hollow Earth, he lacks the crystal looks evolved Godzilla has. Oh, okay. So he
Nice,
evolved on the
nice.
surface, but doesn't mean that he didn't evolve at all. Okay.
Yeah. It's just like different means, different methods. Yeah.
Mhm.
And speaking of mean, you don't want to mess with this guy.
Yeah.
He looks like I stole his lunch.
Yeah.
He looks already upset.
Yeah, I like the coloration here on the eyes. Makes it look more menacing. This right here, that's really cool. This right here looks really nice. All right,
Tusks are
372
dangerous
feet.
looking.
Oh yeah. Um, Imagine getting caught up by those. Like these things might break off and just lodge into your skin. You know.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's horrifying.
You know, there's this Aztec weapon called the Macoitl, I think.
Yeah.
It's like those obsidian blades that like lodge into your skin. They're
Yeah,
basically made to break. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they like obsidian is just such a brittle material, but that being what they had available, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It was like a club, but layered with wedged in obsidian chunks that would either break off or break out of the club and stay inside your skin. Horrifying.
Yeah, and you just cut deeper as you kept moving, so instant handicap. And this kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of that. Yeah.
It's but bigger and more scary and more dangerous.
Yeah. No. Jeez. I wonder if this guy is like evil or he looks like he just switched sides.
Well, I mean, he's just pissed off. Amulek
Yeah,
has turned him to the dark side.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Giga, nice work, dude. Thank you for submitting.
Yeah, wicked job. It
Nice.
got our imaginations going.
Yeah. So we're gonna put the next submission on the screen, but we got some questions to catch up to, Steve.
Okay, last one I saw was Killington.
Yes.
So next one, Cole Hamrick.
Cole Hamrick, please do something with Subnautica creatures, please. That is actually something I want to bring up to Jack. We should. There's a couple of creatures that I do want to talk about in terms of Subnautica, especially with like the new game.
Yeah. The one that I'm most kind of familiar with the look of is the Reaper or Reaver, one of the two, but like the sort of the shark with the spikes from the face. I'm admittedly under aware of Subnautica creatures because I haven't played it, but I would love to deep dive into that, and that is pun intended.
Yeah, so Subnautica is actually really, I'm not gonna say scary, but it does get scary. Like if you're playing it,
Well, thalassophobia
yeah,
on
like,
maximum.
exactly. So the deeper you go, the more crazy the animals get, and like the AI can like talk to you, and it basically like discourages you from exploring deeper. And there's just like phrase it's like trademark for Subnautica. Like is like I forgot how it goes. Is this really worth it? Like is what you're doing really worth it? And it makes you think.
Yeah.
And it's you're like, oh shit, like should I really keep doing this? So it plays like psych games with you. It's crazy, dude.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that a lot.
All right, so we got Frostfang. Wanted to ask, did you think on the 3 V-Rex entering Jurassic Park or Primal 4-pack Red T-Rex entering Peter Jackson's Skull Island further? We did think about the 3 V-Rex because we think that the Primal one is just a bit OP, especially like the big one. It's like almost unfair. It's like describing like a massacre, right? I mean, it definitely would be fun to discuss either way. I mean, people love watching massacres for some reason. So, I mean, I guess both of them have some merit. But the one that's looking like it might happen before the other will be like the 3B Rex's one.
I always love talking about the V-Rex, especially from Peter Jackson's Skull Island, because the island lore is I think a little bit more fleshed out in that, and the V-Rex, I think a little bit like they really thought it out in terms of what would happen if we had T-Rexes still around, evolved, adapted, and now on a dying island. I love it. We should
Yeah.
talk about V-Rexes all the time.
We should. And guys, here's a little bit of a sneak peek of a V-Rex skeleton we have
Oh,
in the next
oh.
upcoming face-off. We actually had a full V-Rex skeleton made for this video, so
That's so sick.
check that out. We're gonna see it move and change to T-Rex and vice versa.
The magic.
Yes.
The GojiCenter magic.
Yes. All right. So, hey, question for you, Steve. What is your favorite type of animal? And I also sent the new hybrid artwork via email. Okay. Wait, did you send it now?
Where's this one?
Steve, what is your favorite type of animal?
That's so tough. I grew up just loving animals of all kinds, like being fascinated by animals alive on the planet now, animals that have been long dead. So that's just really hard. I don't know. I'm fascinated by, like, I love, I guess, a lot of different canine, feline, kind of like dogs and cats, but not just the ones that live in our houses with us, obviously, but like the big cats, the wolves, and things like that. I find rats very fascinating, and I think that might be due to I live in Alberta, Canada, which is the only landmass in the world that does not have a rat population established.
Oh, that's
which is just a weird fun fact. Yeah, and so like I've always found it fascinating about rats and rodents like that.
Wow.
Also, lizards, birds, like give me an animal, let's talk about it. That's kind of me.
Oh, okay. He doesn't discriminate. He likes everything. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
so that was for Samuel. I think we might have jumped over A40794, put ground sloth tail.
Oh, okay,
I don't know
so
which one that was for. I missed when that was added, but
let's see, A407. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So this one right here. This is a ground sloth tail.
is that the thick boy?
Yes. Big chunky.
Yeah,
boy.
okay.
All right.
That does make a lot of sense. Okay.
Very cool. Very cool.
I just didn't want to miss that one. Yep.
Yep. All right. Frostfang. I wish we got another chance with Michael Dougherty's version of the MonsterVerse. He seemed more grounded than Godzilla vs. Kong, and I love his version of the Toho monsters. I do agree that movie was more grounded than Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm not sure why we decided to change direction, and I feel like Adam Wingard kind of set a precedent to kind of make the MonsterVerse more crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a definite shift and an active choice to make things a little crazier. It felt a little bit like the jump from the Tim Burton Batman movies back in the day to the Joel Schumacher Batman movies, which was the same continuity. Val Kilmer, Michael Keaton, like they became George Clooney, but it just doesn't feel the same. Like they don't feel like they're in the same world anymore, even though it does follow the same continuity. They're so different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Unfortunately, that's what happened in the MonsterVerse. I feel like it would be okay at some point, but like it just happened too soon, in my opinion. So, oh well, we didn't write that.
And it kind of became a point where I feel like they're trying to one-up themselves on the craziness factor each time, and it's led to, as we've just fans of the channel, viewers of the channel know, we've complained about how it's totally, it doesn't feel like it's realistic anymore, and it's fun. Don't get us wrong, it's super fun, but it's just like, wow, something so big has changed along the way here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So fundamental.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to some artwork. Let's do another 5, and then we'll jump back to more questions. Evolved Behemoth by Murphy Austin. He put a ginormous tree on Behemoth's back. Let's see.
And tusks have gained some vegetation as well, obviously. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's see. Why is there a giant tree back here? Okay, so this thing has spores. Let's see. Spores are released in self-defense and can cause irritation to the respiratory system. And I can't read that. Something about the senses of enemy kaiju, and it helps ecosystems recover at rapid speed. So kind of like a tower of a bioweapons tower behind his back, right? It helps the environment, and it also irritates the eyesight of the enemy. So I see.
It can be used defensively more than anything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have extra rubber-like skin, very on brand with trees, because remember, rubber comes from trees. Let's see. Can be used. Well, some kinds of rubber comes from trees.
Yeah.
Can be used in self-defense to constrict enemy kaiju. Okay, very cool. Like the vines, you can control the vines. I'm starting to see that this thing's like a bit more leaner, more lean and mean, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like other than the tree on top of it, it looks like it's way faster. And maybe it still is with the tree kind of there. I'm sure it would affect agility a little bit, but it's certainly looking like it is a bit more spry than base level Behemoth by a long shot.
Yeah, and this one actually went down to Hollow Earth and found a stockpile of energy it knew a long time ago. Okay, pretty cool lore,
I like that. That's definitely got a connection to the Hollow Earth from the ancient past. Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of like combat, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this could be like a hit or miss. Like if Behemoth wins, it's just like outstanding victory for him. But if he loses, he basically turns into a trophy for Amulet, because Amulet will basically take his tree. Like, oh, you brought a tree for me, dude. Thank you. I'll take that.
Yoink.
I'll just use one of these branches for each one of my legs.
I would kind of like to see like a victorious Behemoth, evolved Behemoth, standing over the rubbish left over of Amulet, just kind of picking at it like an elephant with the tusk and just eating little bits of it.
Oh yeah,
casually munching.
Yeah, it's also funny if these branches were like prehensile. It's like Behemoth pulls up to the battlefield and it's like taunting him. It's like trash talking on his back. Got none on this.
That's so funny.
That's funny. Hey, Murphy Austin, cool concept, dude. Thank you for your submission, man.
That's so sick.
Yeah. All right. So we got some really cool, what I believe is color pencil art. Very nice. By Jace. So let's see.
It's just coming up on my screen now.
Yes, it's gonna pull up on your screen any moment.
Yeah.
Alright, so here it says Behemoth evolved after he fought against Titanus Amulet after discovering that he was weak, okay? He wandered off, he found nuclear power plants, he lay dormant, so basically found power, took a nap, and then when he woke up, he has longer tusks, more tusks on the back of his head, so like next to his jaw, I guess.
Yeah.
A longer trunk, not visible here, but here you can see it. Its front limbs grew larger and stronger, and he's taller than before he fought Amulet. So yeah, much bigger boy, this one. Yeah.
I picture that like this looks like there's a lot of power and a lot of weight in a big stomping move from this guy now. Like as if Behemoth wouldn't have already been able to do that, but now it looks that much more exaggerated as a move, as an attack.
Yeah. You know what I think, dude? I think out of the ones we've seen so far, this one strikes me as what Behemoth would actually look like if it evolved in the Monsterverse. Like, if to me, it looks more lore accurate.
I really love the art style here. It's like impressionistic. It almost reminds me of like as if, and not to say that this was sketched quickly, it looks like it was done fast, but I can see in like the context of a scene of a movie where like somebody witnessed this monster actually in firsthand and they had only a moment to sketch it down, it might look something like this. Obviously, it took longer than that, and even for the art department for this fictional movie I'm pitching, the scene, it would take longer to create that asset. So I'm really trying to say, I don't think it looks like it was done fast or hastily. I think this is really cool.
In art school, we would say that this dude knows how to control his pencil strokes, and his picture looks alive.
It does it? Yeah. It really conveys a sense of movement of this creature being alive, for sure.
Yeah,
and like almost you can catch a little bit of like the swaying or the wind catching the vegetation hanging off the tusks.
Yeah,
really cool. I dig it. This is kind of an art style that speaks to me.
Yeah, man, this is really good. Dang, it's just the fluidity of the pencil strokes here. I really love this. Nice work, dude. 400 at 65 feet tall, so this is bigger than Godzilla.
I like the scale too, right? You got a helicopter and a little car there. They might look at a distance like little pencil sketches, but there's vehicles to give us the impression of how big this guy is.
For sure. The semi-truck probably. Hey, excellent work, Jace.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to not participate in the next art contest. I want to see more of this stuff.
That's cool.
All right.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, dude. All right, let's look at 3 more, and then we'll go ahead and get back to the comments. This one comes with a very interesting ability. If I'm not mistaken, this thing looks like it's expelling some gas. That's what this says here, right? Gas.
Yeah. Oh, out of the back, out of its like shoulders.
That's interesting. Dang, there's some sort of like phobia that exists. People don't like to see holes sticking out of their skin. I forgot what it was called.
Tripo or trypophobia or something like that.
Trypophobia, yeah, it sounds familiar.
Look, the patterns of holes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, I felt my skin crawl in my head. So I don't like saying that I have that type of phobia, but
it gives you the ick.
Yeah, like so many people around me do have that phobia that I know, and then they kind of like passed it down to me in a sense. Like it doesn't freak me out. I see it on Instagram, I'm like, ew, gross, whatever. But it doesn't like actually make me scream. Like the people that I know will go insane, and they'll like curl up in the corner and scratch their skin and freak out. So I'm not saying this is not to say this is freaky at all. Like this is actually really cool. I'm curious to know what the heck this is. Let's read. Let's see. Does it say anything about that? After recovering, Hollow Earth, protect the Amazon, Trains discovered some rare fruits that powered him up. Also a gas that he emits doesn't affect animals in the forest, as it only affects radioactive creatures and titans.
Oh. So it messes specifically with titans, which is very interesting because that would be an element of the monsterverse that hasn't really been explored. We talked a lot about Godzilla being a sort of balancing figure, a checks and balances of the natural world. You know, the humanity being the virus on the surface and the titans released again to cleanse, blah, 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 blah. But, like, this is the opposite. It's almost like when the titans get out of hand, who's going to stomp them back down?
Yeah. Behemoth! Really interesting concept here. I could see some of his, like, sweat glands. I mean, some of these animals don't have sweat glands, but let's pretend some of his, like, pores. It got rid of the hair. It evolved its sweat glands. It evolved sweat glands, and then these sweat glands can superheat and release liquids, depending on his mood. I'm here trying to find like some sense to this, right? And then
and gas, on contact with the air, it can become gaseous, and totally. We could science that out for sure.
This dude, let's see, he can. This gas comes in different flavors. We have pollen, sleep, smoke.
So sick.
Very cool. Optimus CJ 1066, thank you for your very interesting and very unique, I'll say. This one gets the award of most unique ability so far. Nice work, dude.
And I just really quick before we move on, like there doesn't seem to be much tusk left on this guy, and it almost looks as if with this shockwave being written beneath the close-up of the face, like maybe it trumpets not out of a trunk but out of those tusks, creating that shockwave sort of effect. Yeah.
So this is like hollowed out.
That would be cool.
And it creates some sort of like weird frequency that like trips out all the other titans.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't know if that's what he meant to do, but hey, if that's what he did, that is genius. All right.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, interesting. We have one by Solomon. So if you can probably pull up on your screen, Steve, in any moment.
Yeah, it's showing up right now. Oh, God. Okay. Hello.
All right. So let me tell you something interesting about Solomon. Solomon, she has been submitting some really interesting art lately. She's really creative imagination, and every time she submits something, it's always like, whoa, what is it this time?
Yeah.
So
it's so cool and so out there. I love it.
Yeah, so it completely changed the face of Behemoth here, but it's almost like a different kaiju. Let's see what it. Let's see, Evolved Behemoth. Okay, consumption of minerals from Axis Mundi led to serrated growth on the tusk, a fang maw at the end of the elongated trunk, mineralized growths on the skull. Mineralization allows for localized control of gravitational waves and interference with telekinesis. So yeah, evolved as hell.
and ready to take on Amulek specifically. Like this looks so dangerous. It kind of reminds me of like a Ghibli, Studio Ghibli, like demonic sort of figure, some creature that's corrupted by evil. Yeah,
Dang, dude.
I feel like it's almost like with the red eyes and everything, it's giving me the impression that like Behemoth has kind of been aligned as a benevolent titan in the monsterverse, and maybe that remains in general, but I can see him having some tantrums, some freakouts, becoming like the angry god for a while.
I mean, this thing don't look benevolent at all, my dude.
Cool.
This thing looks like it just went, screw humanity. Let's go ahead and maybe not. I don't know. It just looks really scary. It doesn't strike me as a benevolent titan, but if it
not
is,
anymore, not right now.
No, not right now. This thing, that where it's just filled with like nasty revenge, and it's just as scary as Amulet. Like, hey, I can be scary too, you know.
And that's kind of like also the Ghibli connection that I'm seeing here. It's like it kind of reminds me of Naga, the boar god of the forest, and how it was just corrupted, and it was a normal animal god kind of thing, and then got corrupted. So then it was evil for a time, but not not at its core. Not at its core. It's internal, external influences. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do one more, and then we'll go back to some comments. Now, hold on. Now that is a cool head. All right, I'm gonna let it pull up on your screen, Steve.
Yeah, I'm just a second behind here, but I see it. Oh, it's like line art.
Yep. Pencil art here.
Whoa. Okay.
All right.
Got like a antler array almost. Yeah.
Yeah, like a bladed. Okay, so I'm a big fan of like really cool head crests. If y'all haven't noticed, a lot of our GojiCenter designs kind of have like really cool head crests sometimes, and this one does too. This is probably my favorite part of this.
Yeah. I love. Well, it's such a cool and iconic look, and like newly iconic, because obviously it's taking from the original idea of the Behemoth character, and making it look very, very different. But like it's kind of like, I've heard the term that like a character, to be iconic, you should be able to tell it by its silhouette, and you would be able to with this. For sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. I like that it's a mix of many different things. So it has a longer trunk, it has this rhino, it has corn, it has something that resembles a moose, right? But what I also find interesting is that it has like some sort of like mandrill type mane around here.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, well, and like wood buffalo, like bison that are from where I'm from in the world, they have a big mane like that.
Oh, snap, okay.
As well. Yeah. Which I know bison and sort of mammoths, obviously not the same thing, but like megafauna similarities. I like that kind of maybe drew from that, or at least it's very similar, and I like that connection. Yeah.
So this is by Randomizer 209, and I believe we've gotten a few really cool things from him before. Let's see, what else does he give us in the description? After his defeat by Amulet, Behemoth took a journey to Skull Island. Okay, see, now it makes sense. Getting all these really cool evolutions, uncovering deposit of radiation. Much like Godzilla, he would bathe his body in the new radiation and emerge as Skull Island's new protector. So, what about Kong?
Well, Kong moved out, right? Kong's got the Hollow Earth now, so.
Oh yeah. See, that makes more sense. Okay, so
trade it out.
Well, I guess lore accurate would be this thing likes to thrive in very stormy, soon-to-be sunk islands, but it'll protect whatever it's left.
And I like the arms are really catching my eye too. It's like almost like a pineapple skin armor thing going on here.
It's like armadillo arms.
Yeah, pangolin. Although no, it's not a hybrid. It's not a hybrid.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Pangolin. I don't know why I said armadillos.
Yeah.
Right animal.
Still, yeah. Made me think about it.
Very cool. I like this. This gets the award for best head crest so far. Nice work. I love this. I would love to see a colored version of this.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. All right. So we made it to halfway, almost halfway. Let's go ahead and leave this here. Let's answer some questions.
Hey you, Caden Bodage?
Caden Bodage, welcome to memberships, and thank you for the donation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad to see you here. All right, So let's move on to the next one. Scramble Production says, I feel like Kong is being left out. What if the community thinks of a new weapon for Kong to gain, like Warhammer, spear, bow, arrow, etc.? That's actually a good idea, and I am most definitely going to put a tab on that. I think we should give Kong a new weapon.
I think we need to I think we can do better than the Beast Glove. I think we can do it.
I wasn't personally a big fan of the Beast Glove. I feel like it's cheating.
Yeah, honestly, that felt like it was like, let's change him just enough to sell new toys. I'm like, come on, like we need a little bit more than that, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of cool weapons you can get, like to your point, spear, a bow.
Yeah.
Bow and arrow.
Yeah. Well, spear. I mean, he already is throwing stuff around like crazy. This guy's should be a pitcher in a baseball team. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for sure, spears, bows, arrows, all of it.
Like a bolo. Just like catch other animals with it. That'd be really cool.
A Godzilla X Kong Supernova opening scene is archery practice with Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Giganotosaur says, "Can you read my handwriting on my image?" All right, let's go back to Gigas. All right, let's see. Okay, we got. I'll try to read as much as I can. Let's see. We have 100,000 tons. Can't read that. Regeneration. I can read that. So longer claws. We have spiked tusks. Skull for ramming. Okay. Larger eyes. Intimidation spikes. Improved stance for better speed and movement. Okay. Like we said, Steve, this one was this guy understood the assignment.
I love the design of this one. I love how scary and angry he looks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we can read most of it. Yeah.
Yep. I think we read most of it. So good stuff, dude. Okay, so A40794, large ears. I drew for Behemoth is for very strong hearing. Yes, strong hearing is very important. To be fair, like a lot of Proboscideans could like feel things with their feet, but to be fair, I guess it makes sense because this one in particular has like sloth hands, so it really wouldn't have those paddings touching the floor like elephants would. So I guess that's a good addition, right? Good stuff.
It is true. Yeah, like the skeleton for elephants, the bone really like it's actually pretty high up off the ground if you look at the like X-ray. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hardy Maximus, the legend, the winner of the previous hybrid war, along with Mean Green, good to go. Says, can't wait to join the next contest. We still have to see his submission. And Cosmic Cat, thank you for the generous donation. Video idea: succeed where John Hammond failed. Create a Jurassic Park. What dinosaurs would be easiest to keep, entertain? Where in the world would be suitable to keep those dinos, etc. Actually, the equator was actually kind of like a good place to begin with because it's very similar to some of the climates, at least where a lot of the I'm talking like Cretaceous, Jurassic.
The entire planet is a little bit more temperate than it was entirely then. So they did their research in that aspect for sure because the equator is the next best thing on the modern planet for that kind of environment for them to live on.
I mean, but if you want to add like the more, especially like the heavily feathered animals, what we suspect the Tyrannus to be, then they would probably have to open a park up north and stuff. But it's a cool concept. We could probably mix that idea with like I don't know, another hybrid that we might build that likes to screw things up, like the 2.0. We kind of like blend that.
We need a sharpened metal pole.
Yes.
So to answer the question really quick, for me, I think that a cool place and one that was explored almost, or at least it seemed like it was explored in the prequel to Trevorrow's Jurassic movies, where they're dealing with the family and the campsite, like that stuff. I would love to see, not necessarily the dinosaurs getting out of the park, because we kind of did see that, but I think a good place would be the Pacific Northwest for a dino park. Yeah.
That also would be a really good place,
Yeah.
Very cool. Sir Compy, we're going to read another 4 comments. Okay, so he says, "Hey, GojiCenter, what if you did an art contest for Titans we haven't seen yet, like Bunyip, Mokele Mbembe, like a fan-made concept or ideas?" We are going to do it with Mokele
Cool.
Mbembe. Yes, we are going to do Mokele Mbembe. That's going to happen later in the summer, because we are going to be speculating on that particular Titan. Because we actually have some artwork by Drew Edward Johnson that he had his rendition of Mokele Mbembe. So had it been on a comic, it probably would have ended up looking like that anyways. So we're gonna do some sort of recreation, and I'm excited to see everyone else try to take it, try to recreate that particular Titan. I feel like out of all the mysterious unknown Titans, that was my favorite.
I think that's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing the artwork because it's not one that we've actually been able to see, and so the interpretations could go wildly different, and they already do with kaiju that we have seen in the MonsterVerse.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Let's see, Frostfang. I know I introduced the idea of Hollow Earth in Godzilla King of Monsters, but it would have been cool if the Hollow Earth was apple seeds, not a peach core. If you get it. Oh.
I know what you mean, like different pocket universes, I think, is what you mean.
I feel like it kind of is both, because the way that they portrayed it in Godzilla versus Kong, it just made it look like there's like this one big hole in the middle, right? But then you have Godzilla X Kong, it kind of introduced like a pocket underneath a pocket, right? So the reason why they did it that way is because they just kind of had to just had a real explanation of where the Scar King came from, right? And it didn't show up on the diagram in Godzilla versus Kong because they weren't thinking that far ahead. So really the map of Hollow Earth as it looks like right now is completely different than what you saw in Godzilla versus Kong. Like it's changed, right? So
better get your story straight.
Yeah, I know. They should just think it through, All right, 2 more. Last handle. Another problem with King of the Monsters is that it was released in 2019 when all public discourse and interest was in Endgame and Disney, and was still conning people on this nostalgia baiting, and so it stood no chance. Yeah, it was a good movie. It was a good time to be alive pre-COVID.
I was there for all of it.
Yeah, me too. It was basically when GojiCenter started during 2019. So to me, that's a very special year. That's a very special movie. Nothing will be able to replace the era for me. It's unfortunate that it had to be released along those. Had it been released in another time, I feel like it would have been much better. But it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
All right, last one before we move on. RB Views, thank you. Good night, GojiCenter. I have a video suggestion. Have you ever seen the dinosaurs from Primal Rage? I think it would be cool to see a biology video about their characteristics and things. So, Primal Rage. I'm gonna look this up so that people can see.
Oh, this is the old. I used to have this video game. This is a fighting game with they basically turned it into a movie with. What was his name? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes. So
yeah,
a very very old video game. Back when they used to still use sprites for animating. So yeah, this kind of stuff. It
was such a sick game, and thank you for the reminder about it because that's so awesome.
I guess we could. We'll have to first gauge to see how people are likely to respond to this topic. Not because I don't like it, because remember, whenever we make videos, we have to make sure that it gets enough views and stuff like that. So I would love to talk about everything, but it kind of has to go through these filters, if you will, it's worth to squeeze, So maybe in the future we'll be able to cover literally everything we want, but good idea nonetheless.
Yeah. And it's not to just be it's too hard to do. It's just because it legit the work that goes into the GojiCenter videos. I just do a tiny part doing some voice work, But
Yeah.
like the work that goes into the research and the animation and the creation of the models and stuff, it's just insane. So it takes some time, and that means you got to figure out a hierarchy of what we think is going to work best.
Yeah. Because if we did everything that we wanted to, not like the smartest thing to do, we'd probably go broke and GojiCenter wouldn't be a thing anymore. But we try to select our topics carefully. So, and we
So
try to
thanks for watching.
Yeah, we try to incorporate what people, suggest too. Like at least like mention it, right? All right, so we're gonna move on to Terry Zillosaurus with his. He sent me an updated art through email, and I believe the change was this green coloration up on top, right?
Okay.
So, let's see. Behemoth sought his betterment after his defeat by Amulek and set his sights on Axis Mundi to evolve there. But the evolution seems to have made Behemoth more resistant against Alpha Titans, wanting to do his own thing. So, let's see. He does, though, appear to be sentiment towards Kong and still has a mostly docile nature despite the new metal look. So, he looks like a bully, but he's not a bully.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to walk all over him this time.
Yes, so let's see. We got ground semi-telekinesis, can now produce scald under certain conditions. Okay, fur is now equivalent to mineral wool. Oh, okay, so I see what he did there. So, like, armor, better armor, per se. Very cool. I like the spikes on the back and on the tusks, right?
And the coloration is cool. And I don't know if it was the intention or not, but like it reminds me a little bit of the art style of Primal, the Gendy Tartakovsky kind of style.
Yeah. It would actually fit right in.
It would fit. Yeah, totally would fit.
Like some sort of trippy realm where animals evolve these crazy abilities. Nice. Let's see, 125 meters tall. Is that taller than Godzilla? I think it is, right?
Yeah.
125 meters to...
We got 410.
410? Yeah, that's taller than Godzilla. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Very nice. Hey, Zeritosaurus, excellent work. Thank you for sending me the updated work, too. I think it adds something to the art as well. So, moving on to the next hybrid. Holy crap, I said hybrid. Next Titan.
How dare you?
Alright, interesting. Okay, I'm looking at the art so far, and I'm very curious to see what in the world is this. This little red glow right here.
Is that some breath or something?
I don't know. Let's find out. Definitely a more armored head. It seems like the... I don't know, maybe he grew like some sort of layer around his skull to protect it against blows, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like more the keratinous tusk kind of structure or bone structure or enamel or whatever it is. It's definitely armor.
Enamel, dentin, yeah. It kind of just grow around his head. All right, let's see. Improvements. His body mass has increased. His arms are bigger. Okay, he can lift himself up using hind legs to throw his body weight around. Okay, so more of like a... He can throw his weight around much better, and that's not good for his opponents. Develop a smoke gas breath. Ah, there it is. Okay. That can cause hallucinations to a kaiju that is hit with it. Developed from absorbing the earth along with hallucinating mushrooms that can support his smoke breath.
Fantastic.
He gets to drug other titans.
I just love how that's totally like nature's dangerous and scary, man. You don't want to mess with nature, so I love that. Like utilizing the chemical properties at work here that I would love to see a Titan all messed up.
Yeah, it's very on brand too. It's actually kind of neat what he did there. It says he is more aggressive and is acting more on vengeance against Godzilla. Oh, what's his beef with Godzilla? Did Godzilla come help him?
Not enough, not fast enough.
It was like, you took it too long. Now I'm going to go after you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forget about Amulek.
Yeah, it seems like he kind of just ditched the benevolent, enjoyed the dark side.
It's very cool. I love the face. It's like profile. Yeah. The shot is cool. I'd love to see more detail on that too. Mm-hmm. Just wanting more.
You get the award for best armored head, and cool tusk arrangement. All right,
that's so sick.
That was by Scramble Production. Thank you very much, dude, for your submission. This is really good. And now, Steve, before it shows up on your screen, get ready for this because this is wild, my dude.
Okay.
This one is
Here we go.
wild. It's like, where's the head? And then it took me a while to find it. I found
Whoa.
it. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The tusks are crazy red. There's like antlers. There's a poison flower thing going on.
It's like Biolante and Behemoth had a baby.
Yeah. And like some vines, some danger vines. Yeah.
Yes. So this one's by the Goofy Guy XD or Dino Nerd. Wow, a lot to digest here. Let's start from here. This single shard holds enough energy to keep all the electronics in the world working for 1.5 million years without stopping once. Wow. Okay. This thing came from a star, apparently.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of power.
And then like as you get stabbed by it, you get like tased. I think that's the idea.
You get sent to another realm. That's so much energy.
You get teleported, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a lot of info here, but let's see if I can skim through it. In Seek of Power, he stumbles upon an Omnipolentia seed born out of the Earth's core magma. Okay. Important. Hollow Earth plant species. Okay, so it's like a Hollow Earth plant species. Obviously, a lot of radiation involved. Carried it with him, and now he wields an insane amount of power. This thing's basically its own power nuclear generator.
Yeah.
So it doesn't ever need to eat again, probably.
It's kind of like because we've seen the implication that with Godzilla doing his evolution after besting Tiamat, how like there was obviously maybe some DNA absorption going on there because of the change of the look and some features kind of carried over. Like this is a different form of that because it's more like a legit hybrid, more of like a symbiosis, I guess. It's the influence of the seed being planted in his own back that has done the evolution, and it's more like two Pokemon fused together.
He's turning into the plant. If you're another Alpha Kaiju looking at this thing, you're just sitting there like, how do I even attack this thing?
Yeah, what am I even looking at?
Yeah, like that's like your first defense. Confusing the enemy so much to where they're just sitting staring at you, not knowing what to do. So, hey, I guess it works.
Very cool, very imaginative design. A lot going on, and I would love to see this in action.
Yeah. Extremely hard to animate this one, I bet.
Yeah. You need one animator per vine.
Okay, so we have this is by the Goofy Guy XD. So thanks, dude, for your very creative submission.
Yeah. Anything but goofy. Much more scary.
Yeah. So we have another one, and this one is an interesting take because I take it that this thing is a lot bigger than the original. Right, this one's by Jamie Garns.
This one's terrifying looking.
Yeah. All right. So let me see if I can find some more info. Okay. So this thing is 370 to 400 feet in length. Or I'm guessing he said like, in height. Okay. So 370 to 400. So apparently this thing is a little tall. Okay. A little bit leaner, right? A little bit of a tail there. So let's see. What do we have here? Why is it special? Okay, so it has suction cups on the hands now for better climbing and grabbing. Prehensile tongue for food. And regeneration and acidic tusks when broken. Oh, interesting. So there's like a little bit more bio weaponry going on here.
Yeah, first time we've seen acid defenses kind of utilized. I mean, unless maybe there maybe some more like plant-based versions we've seen have had that as an intention.
Okay, so
yeah,
in the lore it says that this Titan went to find the remains of Abzu, which is the starfish Titan from the Monarch Declassified comic. Apparently, Tiamat killed Abzu and then took over Abzu's home, turned pink. Then I guess Tiamat died, and Behemoth went up there and took the same energy and evolved to this. Right?
Okay.
Interesting. So now it has acidic substances, it has defense mechanisms, sharp claws, camouflage, prehensile tongue to get food. Because, I mean, it's kind of hard to eat when you have these big tusks there. So good thought there. It can climb and it can grip on the enemies. So a bit more combat prowess with this one.
Yeah. Is it also implying that like it's got fast regrowth of the tusks?
I think so. Like it'll basically grow again on the spot.
That's rad.
Yeah. It also requires a lot of energy, but I mean, since it's evolved, then I'm pretty sure there's some sort of adaptation for it. So very nice. Very good. I like the lean look of it. Like again, this is another one of those plausible evolutions. I think. Like I actually think that in the movie, if this thing evolves again, it would a more lean approach would actually be kind of feasible. I think.
I find it like it's scary looking, which is a good thing. It looks scary, dangerous, but it kind of gives me the scary vibes because it reminds me a little bit of the creature feature from the end of the movie The Ritual, if you've ever seen it. If not, I'm not going to say anything about it because that movie is worth experiencing, but very similar.
Ooh, okay.
Very cool.
I think I know what you're talking about, yeah. I've seen a lot of YouTube shorts on that.
yeah, totally. It's like again, I don't want to spoil too much, but like you don't get to see much, so it enacts the fear response of like the imagination running wild, and so I'm not surprised there's like a whole chapter of YouTube dedicated to that thing.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to look at one more
Party Maximus
before we run into the comments again, because we actually do have some to catch up on. So let's go ahead and quickly run over this one. But I don't know about quickly because there's a lot to digest here, dude. This one is by none other than Hardy Maximus. Hardy Maximus has been giving us lots of really good artwork. Yeah. So, Steve, the first thing I thought of when I saw this, right, was this is freaking awesome, right? But
yeah,
the next thing I thought of, right, was have you seen 300?
Yeah.
Do you remember this thing?
Yes. Okay. It was like because they had all the like sort of the weird, freaky, deformed people, and there was the one guy that was tall and had like almost like flipper arms. Yeah, I totally remember that.
Yes. So.
yeah, and he freaked me the heck out. He looks like something out of Silent Hill. For sure.
So this was the Executioner from 300.
That's right.
Apparently the lore, if I remember correctly, 'cause there's crazy lore with this. In this world of 300, there's so much freaky human hybrids. I'm gonna call them that.
Yeah.
This was just one of them, right? This was basically a dude who was basically told, hey, you're going to be the Executioner, we're going to transform you, and that's what this ended up being. So his sole purpose in life was just to execute people, displease the king. So as soon as I saw Hardy's depiction of this, and I don't know if that was he was thinking about, literally almost the exact same thing, but almost looks like a flipper too. And it's really, really interesting. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So these things can apparently transform. So they're not always like this, right?
Well, because you can see the difference between the one that's on the ground and the other. And at first I thought maybe it was just a asymmetrical kind of thing, like giant armed crabs and things like that. But no, you can see from the illustrations in the top right, there's some sort of on-the-go transformation power-up that he's got access to, which is rad.
Yes. So this thing is also kind of like I'm not gonna say viable volcanic, but kind of, right?
Yeah.
From what I understand here is that this thing evolved to almost be like the excellent counter to a hardened tree titan.
Yeah. This is so rad.
Yeah.
And that's totally fitting because he's kind of a mammoth at base, but I feel like he's always been very connected to the planet, like the growing world, the flora and the fauna of the forest.
Yeah.
So absolutely.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
This is amazing. And Hardy, you are a great talented artist, so you get an award for the best arm weaponry.
There's so much to unpack here. There's like a lot of text here, and I think it's really, really fascinating. One thing I'm curious though is about: is there like the Santa Claus like tiny text bordering the whole thing, where like by reading this we have now just given all rights to Hardy Maximus for GojiCenter or something?
Okay, let me see. I actually looked.
That would be so funny.
It's not legally binding. This is pixelated. You cannot see it.
Exactly. Yeah, I was not able to read it. I was not in my right mind.
We're
Yeah,
safe.
but very cool. Very, very cool. And even the face-off sort of mock-up, it kind of reminds me of like almost like a grainy old photo in a newspaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We barely got a shot of this kaiju battling it out. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really good. So much that I made it the background for the stream. So, good stuff, man. Really, the perks of being the hybrid war winner, right? You get your art featured elsewhere.
Incredibly talented.
Yeah. Alrighty, man. So, hey, excellent work, buddy.
that little icon of the two of them with Godzilla, like Godzilla's about to get smacked down. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, good stuff, dude. Hey, I like it. So, let's move on to some questions. We have some to catch up on, right?
Okay.
Let's see. So, one by Joe YX. Goji, do you still remember my kaiju Link Poo? I know my kaiju would be the worst matchup for Primatus Rex. Get spray like a skunk and then sneeze by leaf burns. Yeah, I remember your hybrid. So this person made a hybrid to go up against Primatus Rex and literally just made it to humble it because the amount of crazy abilities it had, it was just I'm gonna say laughable, but like in a good way. It's like,
yeah,
you feel sorry for Primatus. Like, dang, what did he do to you? It's like punishing it for
with
existing.
extreme prejudice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so next question by Samuel C. I posted the progress of the art I was working on. If possible, please show after the Behemoth art fully showcased. Okay, I mean, I guess we could look at it like soon. Let's see. Posts. I don't remember how to look at the community. I'll have to do this later. I'll probably like comment on it later, but yeah, don't want to like slow down the stream. Let's see, A40794. Thank you for the donation, and it says message redacted. So I guess he's gonna say it later. Frostfang, I have a personal idea of Kong weapon inspired by the original God of War weapon, but not an axe. From the OG trilogy specifically, the third game, Primal. Yes, save your weapons, don't spoil it, because people might take your idea and it might not end up being unique. So, yeah, I mean, shoot, I have my ideas as well too, but I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and put them. I'm going to let you guys do that, but I'm really excited to see that. I'm actually really excited for that Kong weapon idea, Steve. That'd
Absolutely.
be really cool. Yeah, I'm a big weapons enthusiast. Like, I actually, like, during college, I actually joined a club where we would, like, study hand-to-hand weaponry. So, like, I'm actually, fun fact, I, like, actually know how to, like, spar decently with swords, axes, shields, and stuff. So, like, I'm, like, really fascinated with this. And I have a wicked sling. So, I'm really excited to see
Goliath, watch out.
Oh yeah, dude, slings are freaking epic, dude. They're super easy.
No, and so dangerous.
It's unfair how good they are, man.
And well, I mean, I'm nowhere near the level, I'm sure, but I've dabbled a little bit in stage combat, so I've done a little bit of like sparring, not for the film, for screen, and it's a lot of fun to do that stuff. And people are nuts with the knowledge that they have about like weapons and how they were used back in the day and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, just to think that like just over thousands of years we've just really the driving force of this is like, hey, how do I kill the other person better so I can take his stuff?
Yeah,
like,
or more fantastically.
Yeah. All right, franchise fan idea. What if Rexy from Jurassic Park and Jurassic World was her novel version? Oh, we're gonna do that actually. You guys are getting ahead of me. This is kind of like a later in the year type project, but yeah, we are going to be talking about the novels because the novels. Look, Steve, the only reason why we haven't touched the novels sooner than later is because of YouTube's stupid demonetization campaign it has against us for some reason. Like literally, the novels are so much better because it's a lot more graphic, right? And we've been wanting to cover that, but we can't because YouTube lately has been like on our ass, like, oh, you can't show that, you can't show the person getting eaten, and we're gonna allow other even crazier stuff on YouTube. Like,
but not for you.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like I've seen shorts from like Game of Thrones, like completely uncensored, and they're just there. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna allow that, right? But you're not gonna let us post our 3D animation, completely non-live action, hypothetical, educational, illustrations. Let's call them that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna allow that, but you're gonna let that happen. Come on now, like what are you really?
Give man YouTube, give man.
Yeah. So we're hoping to do that soon. It's just the novel stuff is just really gory. We're not going to do it without any of that too. So just patience. All right, Frostfang. My personal bad, but I asked this idea 2 times prior, but I think lag and stream affected. Bee Queen from Zilla series versus Monster vs. Mothra. Ah, yes. I think I do recall answering that before. But yeah, stupid lag. All right, for those of you that have never seen the Bee Queen from Zilla.
I don't know if it's coming through on the stream, but there's a car alarm going off in my neighborhood right now. Sorry about that, guy.
Oh, that's fine. I don't hear it.
And now it's over.
We don't hear it. It's all good. Let's
cool.
See, this is taking
but yeah,
forever.
I definitely need to see this giant mutant bee. Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember this.
So this is the bee worker, right? But apparently there's like this bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this show actually had like so many different kinds of monsters that we were considering making a size comparison of all of these different monsters too. So still not completely discarded, right? So we do plan on showing every monster eventually in one of those videos. So if we don't do Mothra versus Queen Bee, then we'll definitely do the Zilla series size comparison. We just got to find an artist for that because sadly our 2D artist is not with us anymore. So we need to find some other way to do it. Okay, so Joe YX, I realize that Hardy Behemoth nods are Monster Hunter Gabeth for trunks and crest, and the arms are as base off Goss, Harag, and Gargolm form of Monster Hunter Rise. Okay, so yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of inspiration happening. I see now, right? And I do appreciate like a good translation from other franchises into another one. So just as long as you don't like copy paste, right? But
of course, yeah.
No, I mean, still, good reference either way. That is how you. That is how good ideas are made. You remix things. I think I talked about this in another stream. That's really how everything is. Everything is a remix of any other thing, too. So it's perfectly fine to do that kind of stuff too, as long as you don't copy paste, right? Alrighty, so let's move on.
And it's all about mixing something new out of the bunch. I mean, it's like food. You take ingredients and you do different recipes with them.
Yeah, it's
for
like
sure.
It's like Mexican food. Literally, Mexican food. It's like the same thing, but it's so good. Remixed.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, what is Mexican food? You're gonna have tacos. Really, what it is, like a tortilla, tomato, meat, lettuce, beans, rice, and then you're gonna have like chilaquiles. What is it? Tortillas, beans, rice. Oh, what flautas? What is it? Tortillas, beans, rice, tomato. Like it's the same shit, except it's just like deconstructed, but it's good.
And it's one of the best cuisines on the entire planet because of it.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, so keep remixing, guys. All right, speaking of, another behemoth by the Prestic Prodigy. I think I read this right. Do you see it now, Steve?
Yep, I just see it now. Yep.
All right, so we have some serious armor going on here. let's see. We have callosities, callus armor, titanium coated serrated tusks. Okay. You remember the crazy tusks that we were talking about before?
Yeah.
And those scythe mounts that you mentioned with the oliphants?
Yeah, exactly. Like the mama kill or whatever the term was. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
But I also really love the bone structure, the foot bone structure diagram, the footprints and stuff like that. Like, that's cool.
Okay, so we have. This almost looks like metal on the outside. You know, it makes sense because I think in the lore it says that its skeleton is made of some sort of it's almost as hard as metal, pretty much. I forgot where I read that.
And sharp. It's got like almost like axe blades on the end of these things.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
The pinky kind of reminds me of well, it actually reminds me a little bit of pandas, how they also have like a semi-opposable sort of pinky digit, but also koalas, how like that's the danger claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I find interesting, right? So yeah, opposable pinky finger. Steve, have you tried this? Have you ever tried grabbing like a broom or a ball without using your pinky?
Yeah, well, you don't. I haven't really tried, intentionally, I guess, but you kind of grab with your pinky first.
Yeah. So like your pinky, I want you guys to try it. If you haven't already, your pinky is actually really important for you to grab things, because you don't get as much of a good grip without your pinky.
Yeah.
So this guy added one, so now he can fight better.
I love it, and for this guy to be able to grapple with those sharp blades in the front and the dangerous skin, they kind of look like osteoderms, but the callus knuckles, the calluses all over the place. Yeah, totally good.
Really cool. You sir get the award for cool external armor.
I like how the trunk has kind of turned into this thermal regulation and roar tactic thing. It can intimidate with an inflated schnoz. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, with lore, the original behemoth, apparently it's written somewhere that it can basically make like this really big roar. Now this thing just made it better. Really cool. I like the diagram here with the heel bone. More stability.
Yeah.
Very nice. Nicely done. This guy has been paying attention to our hybrid, or hybrids, or the whole hybrid verse. There's a lot of heel bone augmentation going on out there too. So nice work. Alrighty. So hey, the Press Prodigy, thank you for your submission. This is really cool.
Very
nice
cool.
Work.
Yeah.
Alright, so we also have we got one from JoeYX1GQ, one of the active members of our community. So really happy to see that you submitted something, man. So let's see, what do we have here? We got a really interesting coloration along with a very interesting sail and tail. Nice.
Cool.
Nice. All right, let's read. After facing a humiliating defeat from Amuluk, Behemoth marched towards Paraguay. Oh, that's interesting. Why Paraguay? To recover and evolve, he absorbed numerous amounts of uranium and titanium and then hibernated to evolve. Okay, I guess that's where you find a lot of those deposits. He basically evolved to counter Amuluk for next time, and he wants a rematch. Behemoth now becomes more aggressive when defending his territory. Oh, okay.
Understandably. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing doesn't look like it came out nicer, character-wise. No. Let's see what we can make of this. Interesting coloration, big, nice tusks. They're thicker down here, so there's a lot more weight. Kind of like an axe.
Yeah,
right?
like kind of clubby too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Armored nape with some spike in the back. So I'm not sure if they have abilities, but that looks really cool. But what I find most interesting is that this thing has a tail similar to a like an ankylosaur or nodosaur.
Yeah, some kind of nodosaur. It's definitely very dangerous looking. I bet it's like a bony club for sure.
Yeah. So I know this guy is in our hybrid school. So I'm assuming he also accounted for like the widened hips too, so that he can swing it more effectively. So I know for sure that that's what he thought too, because obviously you need that for a striking tail. But yeah, this is really good. I think my favorite thing about this one is the armored nape, which I'm assuming, cause since it's like metallic, right? And the spikes in the back. That's really cool.
Yeah, I think the spikes in the back kind of remind me of like stonefish almost.
Yeah.
So like I'm immediately imagining, I'm like, oh, that could be like, they could be poisonous and everything too. Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Very nice. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Joe YX1GQ, for your submission, and I hope to see you again in the next one. So let's go ahead and move on to, we have like, I believe, 10 left. So let's go ahead and run through these a little quicker so we don't be here all day. Let's do 2 more and then we'll go do some questions. Shall we?
Okay. Yeah, of course.
All right. So Darth Indominus 66 gives us this really interesting... I'm glad to see green.
Oh, yeah.
Here. Uh-huh. And I can already tell you what my favorite thing is about this creature. My favorite thing, and you can tell me what your favorite thing is about this animal.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, dude, it's this part right here and this part.
It's just a second behind for me.
Oh, okay.
Well, so I see the eyes,
the horns, yeah, and then like the dorsals.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and it's exactly what I was gonna say too. So we're on the same page. I love the look of these sort of glowing dorsals. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of description going on here, so I'm going to skim through it. Okay, so he evolved first by going to the red forest, absorbing all the radiation. From there, he goes to every radioactive location, absorbing radiation, allowed by wood-like growths to form in his body. Okay, his arms and legs have also grown larger, so he's basically bulked up. More muscular to help during fights. Also helps with more padding to absorb more shock. That's really good. He also is now more in tune with nature. So instead of just being able to grow ecosystems, he can also control the surrounding vegetation to form vines and wrap around opponents. So, Steve, we're seeing a lot of what's a good word for that? Kinesis that controls plants.
Yeah.
Florokinesis.
Florokinesis, for lack of a better term. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're seeing a lot of that, and that's really cool. I like this design. I like that this kind of resembles Godzilla's dorsal spines.
That definitely has like a resemblance there for sure, but I mean, them being made of wood and everything, I can see them looking a little bit different. Mm-hmm. And I also wonder, like, what is the shared lineage or shared like DNA connections between the different Titans? Is there some sort of expression of the same thing going on there? Very cool. And I just like, this guy just seems dangerous to be around, not even because of it physically crushing you or anything like that, but I just feel like just danger. He's like radioactive. It's just dangerous to be nearby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe if you're not if you're not a plant, then yeah, you might have to worry. But that's still neat.
Well, if you are a plant, you got to worry about getting munched.
Yeah. What I like to think, seeing this, is what if this thing lives in like a universe, a rendition of the Monsterverse, where every upgrade that you see in any Titan, it kind of draws you closer to Godzilla in some sort, just proving that Godzilla is one of the better built Titans, that nature almost
convergent
naturally
evolution.
Exactly, yeah. Every Titan that evolves adopts a trait of one of the most perfect Titans. That's pretty cool. I like that idea. I don't know if that's what he thought, but either way, this is really cool. I like this design. I like looking at it. All right, let's move on to the next one. Steve, it will appear on your screen in just a moment.
In 3, 2, 1. Yeah, just dealing with that little bit of a gap there, but it's fine.
Alrighty then. So, are you looking at this through YouTube?
It's no, actually, I'm looking at the shared screen, so
Really?
it's a few seconds faster than YouTube. Actually,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know why it's we got the delay, but it's just a weird thing going on.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right, no biggie. All right, so can you see it now, right?
Yeah. This guy that looks very. I mean, we got Film Master, but I think maybe Fish Master because this looked very aquatic looking.
This is a very. I didn't expect to see something like this for Behemoth. It basically turned Behemoth into a completely different animal, I think.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, this guy definitely is thinking outside the box here, which is something that we asked for. So, hey, he understood the assignment. And let's see. I think there's a reason why he looks like this. Okay, it says when he fought against Amulek, he understood that he wasn't strong enough, and a piece of the tissue was slashed off by the broken edge. After humility and defeat, he went into the heart of the Amazon rainforest. Over time, his body had evolved to take on the traits of his enemy. Ah, there we go. There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
So that explains why he can stretch out his arms. That explains why he kind of adopted a more, I mean, arguably aquatic build. It kind of resembles a walrus, right? You also see that the head kind of resembles Amulek's head too, a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And
there's
this the stretchiness going on, the sort of like extension of the plant material. Very cool. I love the idea of like inadvertently a piece of the attacker then informing like the evolution of the creature to become even more dangerous to the original attacker in the first place. I think that's rad.
Yeah, and to some degree it's a little lore accurate too, because if you look at the book of Godzilla x Kong, apparently Godzilla absorbed some of Tiamat's DNA, and it contributed also to why he ended up looking like that too. So maybe this is another reason, another case of that, except it's just a little taken to the extreme, right? It's still really cool. I like this. So this one, in my opinion, dude, it takes the award for the most out of the box concept so far.
Yeah, certainly has changed Behemoth perhaps the most.
Yeah. Behemoth completely lost his original form and turned into a completely, like, it's an actual evolved Behemoth.
I like this one a lot. It's so different.
Yeah. Really good. Hey, Philmaster, excellent work. I like your way of thinking. Keep it up. Alright, let's move on to the next Titan. And after two more, we're going to catch up with some questions. Alright? So, let's see. Description. Can you see it now, Steve?
Yeah, I can see the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We got a beefy, muscly behemoth here.
Okay, yeah, this one, I think the biggest virtue of this one is the size, right? Because it looks very similar, at least silhouette-wise, right? Maybe the tusks might be a little different, especially the size. They're the size of the damn Eiffel Tower. That's
exactly,
crazy.
and there's definitely the spiked ridge too. That's a definite difference.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I like that. That's also one of my favorite parts about this. In fact, I think it will be my favorite part about this Titan is the nice crest dorsal spikes in the back. And it's also 565 feet tall, so Ghidorah would actually end up being like smaller than Behemoth here.
Yeah, like wingspan wise might seem like nice and big with them all outstretched, but this guy by mass alone would be towering over Ghidorah. This guy you don't want to mess with, and I do think the tusks are a little bit more turned inwards, if I'm not mistaken, and bigger.
Yes. So definitely Amulek would be dwarfed at this point, and Behemoth is like that kid you bullied in high school, and now he ends up like having this crazy growth spurt over the summer, and now he's back for revenge.
Yeah. Now he's got a tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He hung out with his cousins. All right.
I like that. It looks like there's like some lore as to why he's so big and beefy too. Yeah.
Okay, so let's find out why. Let's see. He migrated north to Naica, Chihuahua, Mexico, and hibernated directly beneath the cave crystal formation. This allowed the ivory in his tusks to mix with the chemical compounds, jumpstarting the growth. During the long hibernation, he also gained over 200 feet in height and nearly doubled his weight, even outweighing Ghidorah. So yeah, we were correct.
Oh yeah.
Oh nice. Yeah. So sometimes you just need to sleep, folks. I know we're up late, but make sure you get some sleep after this.
You need to get a good amount of rest.
Yeah.
Then you can be double your size and you can take on Amulek.
Yeah. Thank you, Owen the Godzilla boy, for doing this. This is good line art.
Yep, boy, nice. I love this one.
Yes, very good, very good. You get the award for very dramatic size bump. This one.
I love the fur is especially good. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice line art there, dude. All right, so we have what I consider a very interesting by one of what I think a very talented artist. I've had a chance to kind of, I guess, on the digital realm, right? Talk to him frequently on Instagram.
Right.
Really talented dude. He's been working on his art skills for a while. I've followed him for a long time now. This guy's art is amazing. And evidently so, because his Evolved Behemoth looks like it came out of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it straight up does. And I think there's like kind of taking a page out of the leaner look for the Evolved Godzilla too. Make it not the same, but similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is insane. He took. You can tell that this guy I don't know. I want to say maybe he kind of like put himself in the position of Behemoth. Because whenever we set everybody up for this project, we were like, imagine you were Behemoth and you are out looking for revenge. That's what we said, right?
Yeah.
This guy understood the assignment, and he's like, yeah, screw Amulek. I'm, strapping this guy up with all sorts of weapons.
And then a ton of vegetation. Like, there's been some similar hallmarks that we've seen in between a lot of the different submissions, and this one kind of like really takes the vegetation to an interesting level. Yes, and realistic, I think, because and I say realistic, but within the realms of the Monsterverse, right? Yeah. He like learns from his opponent. It's like he learns to wield the vegetation around him, and now it just becomes part of him, right? Which is really cool. More tusks, more everything. Here, okay, there's a lot more like. There's a lot of like illustrations here. By the way, this is a really big file size, so like there might be a bit of lag. It's really detailed. Yeah. And like I love the tearing the other kaiju apart line work that's there on the left-hand side. Yeah, it's insane. Just absolute brutality. And the shoulder eyeballs is, I mean, not that it looks very Resident Evil, but it immediately reminds me of Resident Evil because you can't have a bad guy in that series without shoulder eyeballs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Obviously a bit of a size increase, so not too dramatic, but feasible in my opinion, right? Let's see, trunk and tail. More acid. Yeah. Trunk and tail can shrink and extend as much as he wants. Okay. Wow. Okay. Much really? Like Amulek. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So again, like adopting the traits of its enemy and using it against them. Damn. Yeah. That's scary. What is the childish Gambito? The don't be mad because I'm doing me better than you're doing you. Yeah. Quite literally, yeah. Yeah. Imagine this thing pulls up on you for revenge, and then you see this. Like, what do? You're like, yeah, no kidding. Get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. This thing is so towering and imposing and scary looking. And again, like it might not be that it's directly venomous. I saw that it was acid it can release from the trunk and everything to be corrosive, but I would also say that like you're probably gonna like have a very nasty reaction from touching any part of this guy as well. Yeah, but oddly enough, even though this thing looks just straight up evil, right? You can kind of maybe, and I may be wrong. There's probably like a good side to him, right? You're just seeing like the really aggressive side, right? Oh, he's pissed off. He's angry. Pissed. He's angry. Yeah, of course, completely understandable. But when he's happy, I feel like you still
somehow feel like safe. Which, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
And can you zoom in on the shoulder? I see Goji Realm is like saying, "Hey, there's more to that shoulder than you even realize."
I think there's an eyeball there.
Well, yeah, there's some text saying they've got eyeballs on the shoulders to notice the incoming attacks from the sides, but I think there's even more than that.
Let's see.
What's going on with the shoulder?
Let's find out. Let's read what we got here. Behemoth absorbs some energy and DNA from Amulet during his last fight. He can regrow his tugs 10 times faster. Combining Behemoth's regeneration and Amulet's gravitons with vegetation on its body, he can heal very fast. He can remove and shove his tusks on its limbs. And as a weapon, he uses gravitons, painkillers, see manipulating surrounding trees. This version of him represents the better side of what could have been Amulet, and will be ready to support Godzilla's to return King of the... Oh, so like almost like a poetic factor here. So it's like, hey, I'm an Amulet. If you were a good guy, you could be like me, type thing.
That's
really cool. I like this.
Yeah,
it's fun to look at. Hey, Goji Realm, once again, excellent work. Really looking forward to seeing what you do again.
I can picture a scene, like I can picture this in action where like some characters are nearby to what looks like, vegetation and just tree trunk, filling space, a wall of that kind of stuff, but then suddenly an eyeball opens and you would immediately think that would be the head of the creature, but no, it's the shoulder, and then the head rears out from around the shoulder. That would be terrifying.
Yeah, that would be. It also expands the range of your telekinesis. Like you're more aware of your surroundings, and just since you see it, you'll be able to control it, right? Like,
yeah, good call.
Bandwidth. Okay, so we have Danger Dude Games with his rendition of Evolved Behemoth. Okay, another big tree on the back.
Yeah.
Let's see.
A lot of vegetation hanging off of.
Yeah. Let's see. Behemoth took a decade-long nap in the Amazon rainforest and woke up with basically much bigger, grew flora across his body. It took him a couple of years to fully recover from his nap. So you had to recover from the nap.
It's relatable. Yeah, that's relatable.
It's like when you take like super long naps and you're like, dang, I slept too much, and you're just like up, but really you're not up. Your brain is still booting.
Yeah, you can't get back to sleep, but you also can't do anything.
Right. He woke up with much stronger and more powerful Titan than he was before, and a protective force of nature. Okay. So, basically better at everything, just a new look, right?
Yeah, new old look. I like I like the idea of seeing the tree kind of like shaking with each step, and like birds still flying around it, still nesting in it, and all that. I think that would be amazing. Is that it gives him a serenity. Like he looks dangerous, but it does that tree added gives it kind of like a serene part of nature kind of look to it. Yeah, really cool. I like that. Again, it's one of those, like, realistically speaking, like combat, it's like a hit or miss. Like if you succeed, then great, aura points for you. But if you don't succeed, you're basically turning into Amulet's next weapon. Like, yeah, I know what you mean.
This is really interesting. JC Lemons, or Jake Clemens. Have I been reading that wrong the entire time? I've been calling him JC Lemons, but it could be Jake Clemens. I don't know.
Jake Clemens. You're right.
Crap.
Either way, though. Either way,
still. Lemons or Clemens. Still cool.
Yeah.
Crap. I've been reading this wrong the whole time. Let's see. After being one punched by Amulet and being saved by Godzilla, Behemoth decided to get payback by finding a stronger source of energy. He went to the Amazon, arrived at a location, absorbed energy, and bigger back spikes, and his skull has been reinforced for ramming. Nice, okay. And we also have the serrated tusks again, right?
You'll be able to cut right through Amulet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and tell Godzilla not to get in his way. Okay. Send a message. Yeah, this looks a lot more dangerous, honestly. With the tail too. I like the tail. I like that people are adding tails to this.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And evolution-wise, I guess it would make sense, right? Because you already have like a tailbone there, right? And all it does is just extends it. So.
And
really
it can. It's really cool. Like the ones that have like the versions that we've kind of been seeing with longer tails and longer tusks. It's putting more extremities out there, which means probably more spin attacks and things like that would be possible because of it.
Yeah. So my favorite part of this is actually like up here. The screams more evolved to me, and I guess the tail too.
Yeah.
Really nice. Really nice. Hey,
I really like the head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, the head is really good. I can see why it's good for ramming. You'll be able to take blows too.
And I like that it was thought about. It was specifically mentioning that like it's got a hardened cranium. It's going to be headbutting you.
Yeah. Dang, really good, really good. All right, thank you, Jay Clemens, for your submission. Looking forward to seeing.
Super well done.
Yes. So
it looks like there's some pages taken out of the sort of ancient megafauna book of some of the early gigantic mammals and things like that. There's some just a little bit of common design elements there, and I like that. It feels like it was on purpose. If it wasn't, it's cool anyways. Yeah.
Nice. Let's go over one more, and then we'll read some questions. All right.
Yeah, we know the questions have been stacking up, guys. So thanks for being patient.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this one. This one is by Franchise Fan. All right. Lots going on with this one.
Okay, cool, yeah.
This one is armed to the teeth, quite literally. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, better hearing, sharp quills. Okay, because, some hair can turn into quills, so I see how this is a really good evolution here. Energized limbs with EMP earthquake attacks. Okay.
Kind of like the Mutos a little bit. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Thicker
spiky,
fur.
spiny tail.
Bear paws now?
Interesting.
Yes. Spiny tail, iron claws, and mammoth-shaped tusks, which I like the diagram here. It shows like the piercing ability.
Yeah.
Really good. Better muscles. I guess he worked out.
Yeah, he's hit the pre-workout on the daily, and the mouth looks interesting to me too. It's almost it's not quite. It's definitely not 1-to-1 or anything, but it kind of reminds me of like a big gaping hippo mouth, and also the teeth within the mouth is very like a hippo.
Yeah, that is true. It says fangs. Ice Age Trio.
Ice Age Trio in one.
Oh, I see what he's doing. So he basically gave it Diego's Smilodon canines.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have like the sloth, right? Because this animal's like part sloth, it looks like, and then obviously mammoth. So I see what he did there. Ice Age Trio in one. Really neat.
Yeah.
I find it. It's almost like if you get murked by these canines, you probably suck as a combatant, because one, you got close enough to get grappled, then you suck so much that you were carried all the way up to the mouth underneath the tusks, right? Because so
yeah, definitely.
So if you get killed by these, you don't got humiliated.
Absolutely, yeah. Like if it's able to get, if it's not any of the other weapons that gets you first, and that's how far it's gotten, like you're an easy meal, and he's gonna enjoy.
So like if you get to this point, you went through a lot. Dang, dude. Hey, cool concept, Franchise Fan. Thank you for showing us.
Yeah,
your creativity.
I think I love the quills a lot. Like that could be so dangerous, especially if you can if they can dislodge or if they can even shoot out.
Oh yeah, that would suck. Let's see, can they shoot out? Let's see. I don't think there's anything about shooting out.
I don't know if it was clear, but maybe.
Could be. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, it's because it has like a really long description. So let's see. I don't know if they could shoot out, but I just know that
Yeah.
they're just like really sharp, so it's kind of like protecting its back. Okay, that's really good. Hey, thank you, franchise fan, for your submission, and I am excited to see your next one. For I guess it's settled. We're doing Mothra, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So let's see. Let's answer some questions. So we have one by Yud Histera. Hey, GojiCenter, have you checked ORT, Lost Built version? What's ORT again? It's like 11 over here. I'm like tripping.
Or it's not ringing a bell for me offhand.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
What is it shorthand for?
I feel like I know, but like it's just my brain's not working right now. ORT Lost Built version.
One radiant thing.
I don't know.
This is it looks like an anime, and I'm not familiar with it. Or is it a game?
I think I'm not really familiar with this, honestly. Jack might be.
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you right now, I've not seen this before. It looks really cool.
Yeah, shoot, it looks pretty neat. But let's see, what was the question? Let's see. I think that Alien Spider would make a good what if crossover video in the MonsterVerse. Okay, I mean, probably. I mean, look at this thing.
No kidding. I'm looking at the same thing. Yeah, yeah. This thing is crazy. So much detail. Looks like a crazy Monster World, Monster Hunter enemy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, dang, that's insane. I mean, sure, I could probably. First, I have to read about it though, see if it's actually like a. You know, I've been thinking about a lot of other crossovers too, and then some crossovers they would work, but some don't. They just don't scale the same, and I hate scaling, but you know, sometimes it's inevitable, and there's just things that mixing two universes together is just like what, you know.
Yeah,
I know nothing about this, so I have to read more about it. So please forgive my ignorance about that. I mean, I don't know everything, so.
But it's cool design, and thanks for putting us onto it.
Yeah, I mean, you caught something that I don't know about. Let's see.
Which is hard to do.
A40794 video idea, rumor idea, Megalodon versus Orcapod. Oh, we're doing that. We're doing that. We are doing that.
Cool.
That's something I actually brought up to Jack a while ago. It's not on the list yet. On the most pressing part of the list yet, per se. But
yeah,
I mean, that's something that's really fun to animate. Yeah.
one megalodon dressed like Riot Reacts, and versus 100 orca.
Yeah, just have like a mecha megalodon, and then like inside, it's right on the inside, controlling the whole thing. The only one that's left.
Yeah, the one clone left. Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny.
Okay. Optimus CJ 1066. Is there any plans, ideas on your Evolved Behemoth? No, actually. We haven't really considered doing any more Evolved Titans. We're using the Evolved Rodan as a pivot to see how well it's doing. Right now, it's doing decent. If it hits 500,000 views, we'll consider doing more. Right, but right now Rodan, it was like it was a good time to release it actually, because I mean, coincidentally Rodan appeared at the final of Monarch Legacy of Monsters, so we were like, hey, let's do it now, strike while the iron's hot, right? So
yeah,
it's doing as best as it can at this point. Again, if we hit that 500,000, then we'll greenlight the rest of the Titans, at least the better, more popular ones, so that we won't like waste resources on a video that won't do well, right? So we gotta tread carefully with this topic. It's really cool. It's really fun for hardcore MonsterVerse fans, but you know, you have to look at it from our perspective too. Like, we want every single one of these videos to do well, so we're gonna curate the list. Behemoth could be one of them. So,
which means, I mean, you're hearing it. You realize how it works. If you like something, you got to send that to a bunch of friends so that they watch it too, and the view count goes up, and we realize that people love this. Yeah.
All right. So let's look at the last question. GojiCenter, my Behemoth submission text isn't mine. The art is mine, though it's based off Final Fantasy Behemoth to a degree. Interesting. Okay, well, I mean, it's still really good power-ups and ideas, right? It's a really good concept, so whoever, worked on it should be proud of themselves. Nice work.
And I'm here for any Final Fantasy connect. Wicked.
Yes. Alrighty, 3 more, then we can go. All right, let's see. Wolinara gave us a really interesting. This reminds me a lot of Hollow Earth, right?
Yeah, the glowing crystals and the rainbow flavoring. Yeah.
Yeah, Wolinara has a very distinctive art style and selection for elements that I really enjoy looking at.
It looks very ghostly almost. It's like almost like an apparition of a behemoth.
Yeah, So I suspect Hollow Earth has something to do with this, but let's read. Behemoth lives in the mountains, and after some exposure to nuclear energy during the events where Ghidorah and Godzilla had gotten hit by the atomic bomb, or I guess she means like the oxygen destroyer. Behemoth's secondhand exposure from this impact ended up evolving him into this rather colorful monstrosity. This is ignoring the fact that he was technically nowhere near this when it happened. We are relocating his dormant state for the scenario. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that somehow the oxygen destroyer has to do with its story arc during evolution. Found some sort of evolved power and evolved to this. More arms. See, this one's interesting. Have we seen one with more arms?
No, I mean not in this this challenge for Behemoth. Okay. Yeah. And not that I caught anyway. So correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we haven't seen sort of like extra arms like this, which is very cool because very immediately the ability to grapple is way bigger. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like if anything, it's underneath here. There's like this empty gap, right? Remember the movie Ice Age where the Sabretooth were trying to attack Manny on the throat? Yeah. So this kind of solves that issue because there's like if you manage to ever hit this gap here, I know there's this right here too, like the arms to protect, right? But then you have like this extra set of arms. Maybe these extra arms are to clean the tusks after all the gore that's inflicted. It's like,
yeah.
It's like that's kind of terrifying too. It's like, oh shoot, I'm done goring you up. Let me clean my tusks with my exclusive limbs to clean my tusks. That's just like, ugh. You know what I mean? It's like, ugh.
Yeah. Or I was kind of like also picturing like it could like use them to either bring prey or bring things it's attacking closer to the mouth, but it also could be used to just like grind them against the like serrated side of the tusks.
Yeah,
could just be like using it to saw from underneath.
Yeah, zero benevolent uses for these pairs of arms. It's used for all very nasty, gnarly, dirty work.
So cool. Right. I love the like glowingness here and like it's very different design. I love the ones that stand out a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is really good. I like this. I like her art style. This is really nice. Hey, so in the comments, right? Really quick, Wolinara says, "Guys, I'm so bad at the evolution explanation. LOL." It's all right.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to be. You can leave it to the imagination because we here are
cool.
making our own conclusion. So it's all good. No worries. Fun to look at. Your art tells stories, so that's really good.
And it's really on theme with the very base lore of the Godzilla universe, the Godzilla franchise, of like the dangers of weapons being used without realizing what the long-term consequences of those weapons are, and having it be sort of a residual thing after the oxygen destroyer, which is what I think we believe you're talking about here. That's cool. I mean, that's in keeping with everything that the whole Godzilla franchise is built on from the start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these guys are telling me to zoom into the shoulder of this Of Goji Realms. Oh.
Not this one. It was the one with the eyeball. Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
But the side view, I see. Yeah. We zoomed in on the front view.
Aha. All right, I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let you show. I'm gonna let it show on your side. I don't know if you can see it yet.
It's just zooming in now. Yeah. Let me see if I can catch whatever this hidden. Oh. What is this?
What is this? This is Professor Goji. And I take it
amazing.
I guess it's Professor...
I need to see it zoomed in more.
Yeah, I take it it's Professor Goji guy. I mean, Goji guy. Goji Realm, too, over here. If these are to scale, this thing is massive.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Wait, hold on a minute. Who? Oh my gosh.
That's so amazing. Throwing up the peace signs. Goji Realm, well done. Well done.
Oh, there's more, dude. There's some serious lag going on between us, but dude, watch this. Like,
okay, I'm watching.
There,
I think the lag has just been slowly building over the video, so it's just kind of at a maximum right now.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can stop streaming and then like stream again. Entire stream, share screen.
I gotta look at the YouTube stream here.
All right, I
in
shared
the meantime,
I shared my stream again on this.
Oh yeah, watch stream. Here we go. Yeah, okay. What is that? Primatus?
That's freaking Primatus.
Primatus is hanging out in the tree on his back. Oh my gosh!
It's the entire freaking school of Goji.
There's
Professor
so much.
Goji's classroom. They all escaped.
That's wicked.
That's funny, dude. Dang, we should have kept looking at this for a little longer, but that's funny, dude.
I know, and he was trying so hard. They were trying so hard.
I know. Dang, sorry that we just like glossed over it. I'm telling you, it's because there's just like so much detail here. That's really neat. Hey, thank you for that. We need a good laugh. All right. So
Primatus up in the tree is my favorite part.
That's hilarious, dude. All right. Let's see. So we have two more. This one's by Killington.
Okay.
Can you see it now?
Killington. Yeah. I see. Very detailed, kind of a very scary, wrinkly kind of guy.
I know. Okay, now this again. This is one of those examples of actual, feasible behemoth evolution that would appear in the movie. I think. Kind of kept it real. I think.
Yeah.
Alright, here's my favorite part. My favorite part is the arms right here. The arms are wicked. That's really good.
I love the face too, like the face with ears and the tusks coming out. There's so much personality there.
Yeah, that's some sort of. You can tell this guy did an excellent work portraying that this dude wants revenge.
Yeah, and like I like how the one tusk seems to be like regrowing, and he's ready for round 2.
Yeah. It says reallocated energy lead to forward-facing tusks, suitable for impaling aggressors. Yeah, I mean, it's really good. I feel like this is more dangerous than like the curved tusks, right? Like I'd be more frightened to see this than this. All right, let's see. It's taller. It's taller than Godzilla. Body height 443 feet. Behavior. It's still a protector, so thank goodness. It's not out to get humanity.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Not exclusively. Not unless humanity gets in the way.
Yeah. Let's see. Increase spine size for muscle attachments to generate more force when attacking with tusks. See, that's smart. That's smart. If you look at buffalo, like the skeleton of a buffalo, you'll see like there's like lots of spines. I forgot what they were called. Basically, like your vertebra has like elongated parts of its bone, kind of like similar to Spinosaurus, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But like on bovids or bovids, it's for more muscles, right? So this is kind of resembling the same anatomy. So this is actually really smart.
Big strong muscle attachment.
Yeah, so it generates more force when attacking with the touch. So that's very good. Nice detail you added there. And this is
Very
again,
smart.
kind of like reflecting what people are learning, or maybe he knew this already, but like we did talk about this before in our school hybrids. So I'm glad people are paying attention to these things, and that the fan base is knowledgeable, right? They know what to add. It's really cool. Let's see, what else do we have here? Monarch expeditions followed the trail left by Behemoth. They noticed it consisted of no vegetation, no life, nothing. Let's see, Behemoth soon began to carve into a nearby. There's a lot of lore here. So, yeah, it's still basically a protector, pretty much.
Yeah, it definitely still seems benevolent and just ready for more of a round two with its previous attacker more than anything. I really like though this looks like a Monarch dossier. It really does a lot for me because I love when things are kind of like explained like that. Like obviously Monarch and the people of this world are the audience's amalgam in the movie, where like we get to understand this as they learn about it too. And so I really like that because it really gives me more connection, I think, than just point form notes. If it's kind of like presented this way, I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's like Monarch's done some research on this, and that brings me into it a little bit more.
So this one also gets an award. This one also gets an award for feasible evolution in the Monsterverse. Very, very well done. And,
cool.
Extra points for the Monarch branded dossier. Really,
yeah, it's very cool.
All right, last one. This one is interesting. What do we have here? This one's by Cool Music, and it's the Walking Hive of Bees. And there's a tiger here for some reason. Let's see why. After his devastating battle with Titanus Amulet, Behemoth was left heavily injured and weakened. Yeah, he's seeking refuge within the Hollow Earth. He encountered a species of massive symbiotic insects classified as fortress wasps. Okay, he basically created another species to live in symbiosis with Behemoth. Nice.
Yeah.
That's thinking outside the box.
I like that. No, that's totally cool. Like it's actually genuinely got me fascinated. I'm like, did they colonize his body? Very cool.
Yeah, they pretty much did, but in a good way. Let's see. These giant wasps.
Not the bees. T-Zillosaur. I think that's so funny. Not the bees.
Yeah. These giant wasps survive by consuming bioorganic matter and producing an incredibly durable resin stronger than steel. Okay. And around the size of a large tiger. Oh, okay. So the tiger is just there for reference.
It's size. I see. Size comparison.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
I think could carry a tiger away.
Probably could, huh? Especially with like that very fast beating of the wings. Yeah, it could definitely.
Yeah.
Tiger. Over time, the wasp formed a mutualistic bond with Behemoth, nesting across its body and constructing a massive, like, hive structure. So they're like, I'm not gonna call them his minions, but like, they're basically there for, living with them, and I guess they benefit from each other. Right.
Well, exactly. It's definitely mutualistic, and it seems to be that like they would, protect their host home, and without any even need for communication, like instantaneous. It's got like a force field of insect protection, which is so cool. It kind of reminds me of what are you gonna do? Do your worst. You're gonna send out the dogs or the bees or the dogs with bees in their mouths, and when they bark at you, they shoot bees at you. Yeah, you don't want to deal with this Behemoth with the wasp.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I would hate to be any Titan fighting this thing now. Obviously, his bandwidth of influence has increased greatly. And on top of that, I think he mentioned something about the bees contributing to kind of like repairing him in a way, like his armor, right?
Yeah, at least keeping him more protected from the environment, from attacks, from everything. It's probably like I would imagine that Monsterverse style is not paper thin wasp nesting like you'd normally see, but like actually rock hard.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I like what he did was instead of going through your traditional evolution, like oh I want to transform, this guy goes down there and his evolution per se is symbiosis with other species.
Yeah.
That's a different route to take, and I think this is I'm gonna give this one most creative upgrade. I didn't even
I like
think
it a
of
lot.
that. I didn't even think of that. Like, this is really unique. And to some extent, yeah, I guess you could call it like evolution, but like in a different form, right?
Yeah.
So
Different interpretation.
mhm. Yeah. So hey, cool music. I absolutely love your concept. There it is. I'm gonna give him that. You, sir, get the best. Let's see. Best outside the box concept.
There you
How's
go.
that? How's that? Very good. Alrighty. Well, that's it, folks, for today. Thank you all for submitting your artwork, and be on the lookout for the next art contest, which very likely is going to be Mothra, unless we like change our minds. But so far, right now, it looks like it's going to be Mothra, right, Steve?
Yeah, I mean that's my vote, and I think it's a wise one. So
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, thank you all for being here. We're gonna let you guys go, but again, subscribe if you haven't. If you're watching this and you're not a member, please join. We have so much fun here in the members community, and we love to showcase your artwork. We're always kind of just talking to you guys and doing lots of fun things. So make sure you hit join.
Yeah, and like, man, what a treat to be able to see all this stuff that you guys have submitted and sent in. Like, it's so cool. It always like just amps me up every time I get to see all these collected submissions. So much creativity and imagination and shared love for this franchise and the community that is. I love it. I love it so much. So keep it coming.
Yeah, awesome. Hey, Steve, thank you for being here with us, and I'm sure everybody appreciates you being here as always.
Seriously, my pleasure. And I got to go back to recording some more.
All right, man. Well, see you guys later.